Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is going to be game 2 of the second semi-finals for the DreamHack Open Summer game. And we are going to be seeing exactly what happens in this game down the bottom left side. We do have SjoW, our Swedish player, the last Swedish player in the tournament. Is playing for his home country, and the tournament is held in Sweden, so he's got all the home crowd support that he could possibly want. But it did not lead him to the win in game 1, man. His opponent, the venerable StarDust. I don't actually know what venerable means, but I think it's a good word. So there we go, StarDust, the awesome player of awesomeness, managed to get out and do some awesome work in game 1. And yes, in the quarterfinals he proved that he knows how to force field, and in game 1 of the semi-finals he proved that he knows how to storm. So we've seen some awesome storms go down, we've seen some awesome force fields come down, and all I can say is, SjoW, get the Hellbat drops going on, man. You did so well in the quarterfinals with your Hellbat drops. I did not see a single Hellbat in game 1, and I don't know, maybe this is a master player out there that's like, Harry, you know what, Hellbat drops aren't actually viable against Protoss because of blah 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 and blah blah blah, and you know, maybe it makes some sense, but all I can say is Hellbats, they roast probes like there's no tomorrow. So get the Hellbat drops out there, do some damage, and yeah, really get the stuff going. SjoW actually got some really nice economy going last game. You got a stupidly early expansion. He's got a stupidly early expansion this time. This is before a barracks, man. It's not before a supply depot, but it's before a barracks, and that is stupidly early, man. And oh man, if the Protoss does a push right now, he is going to be in so much trouble. But this is a fairly huge map, so it's not an ideal map to do a push, and he's got no way of knowing. He's unfortunately his scouting pattern for his probe not going to be the best. He's he scouted off this one first. I think he's going to scout for this one next, and yeah, so he's going to see this one last, so the timing is not with him. If he saw the Terran base, he found it the first time, and you saw this expansion coming down at the 2.5 minute mark, you can bet your ass he would have gone for some early zealot pressure, man, and just done quite a bit of damage. I'm getting some lag, I don't know why. I'm not converting any videos at the moment, so my computer just sucks. It's like 6 years old or something like that. But I've upgraded parts. The graphics card is only about 2 years old, so that's pretty sweet. But yeah, I probably should get a new one sometime in the future. And there we go. The probe. He knows. All right, this thing is going to go down. He's going to go over there at the 4 minute mark and see the fully built command center, and he's going to be like, "Oh, I missed my chance, man. I could have done some major damage." The Protoss is not going for any sort of early expansion. Generally, even in a normal play, even if he assumed the Terran play was going to go normal, you would see the start of an expansion down by this point. He has not done it though. He's going for some early pressure. You can see, I don't think he built a zealot at all. He's just built a single gateway. He's chronoing out the warp gate. He's not chronoing it out, but he's getting the warp gate tech. He might be tempted to chrono it out soon. What is this? This is going to be a Stargate, man. A Stargate down at the 3rd base. There's almost certainly going to be for an Oracle, I'd say. An Oracle, because I mean, it used to be for Void Rays, but an Oracle is just so awesome at just molesting the living shit out of workers, man. It just cuts through a man. It's like if you're Jedi and you've got a lightsaber and you're killing innocent people. That is what an Oracle does to workers, man. It is just beyond unfair. And here we go, the Mothership Core going in there, going to do some offense, but there's a few Marines out there, so he's going to get chased away and lose a little bit of his actual health. Not good for him. But no doubt an Oracle is going to be chrono boosted out of this Stargate ASAP. Whatever. Oh, it's a Phoenix. I would not have actually... There we go. He built a Phoenix and then he cancelled it, and then he built an Oracle. So there we go. A little bit of a jittery trigger finger there. But he's got the Oracle coming out now. He's chrono boosting it out. So the Oracle is going to be doing all sorts of damage at the main base, almost certainly, because there's Marines at the expansion. And there we go. It's going to be some very awesome stuff. And he's still on one base, man, so he means to end it in the next minute or so. And here we go. Here's the Void Ray. So that's going to be after all the workers go down. The Void Ray is going to start taking out buildings. And he's hoping to absolutely kill it. But the SjoW is is not going to be slacking off as far as the workers go, man. He gets them out of there ASAP. He gets the workers moving up. Of course, this opens it up for the mothership core to start attacking that, but he's already got a missile turret coming up. So SjoW, man, he is not doing bad things at all. He's definitely got his shit together, but we have, what is this, a 4-gate going on at the same time? It's a 3-gate, man. A 3-gate going on. And he's still got a bunch of stalkers. They run straight past the bunker. They're going to run up here. They're going to see the Marines. The Marauder coming up from the back. Those should be enough to take it out, but we got the Void Ray as well. And the Stalkers focusing on the Marines, and if there's no Marines, then there's nothing to kill the Void Ray. Void Ray manages to survive after all the Marines have been taken out. It's like the worst health possible, this Void Ray, and some reinforcing Stalkers come out. The Void Ray is going to be taking out all of the ground units. He hasn't managed to take out the Marauder yet, but he really does need to take out the Marauder and keep the Stalkers up even longer. Here we go, the Void Ray gets taken out, but the Marauder is a smoking ruin down there. He just fades into nothing. The Oracle coming back is like, hey guys, I'm back. Yay! And he's going to go around, he's going to take out a whole bunch of units, shredding through Marines, and the Stalkers continuing to come through, continuing to do damage. And yeah, he's got to get some units out there. He's getting a whole bunch of Marines, and he may be able to hold this off, but the damage, man, the damage that's been done. He hasn't lost a crap load of workers, man, but he's going to start losing a crap load of workers now. If he doesn't get some sort of defense on this high ground, he's basically he's just given up this expansion. And yeah, the Protoss going to move forward. The bunker's trying to get down, but not quite. He manages to slow down this area, which should be great, because this is where all the Marines are going to be shooting at these forces. Puts another time slow down there. He's killing so many workers, 10 have died in like the last 10 seconds. But sacrificing the workers to get the bunker up, it's going to be exactly what he needs to do. The Stalkers just run straight past the bunker, sniping workers as they go. And there we go, he's got the Zealots in there, so he's going to try and hit it. Takes out all the workers outside, so there's no more repairing the bunker going on. The Stalkers are going to get taken out. But yeah, as a push keeps going on. And the Terran player, man, he is crippled right now. He has 6 workers versus 25. And there is no way he can survive at this point unless the Protoss just backs off and leaves him alone. But the Protoss is going to go in. He has lopped off all of SjoW's limbs right now, and he is going to go for the rest of him right now. He's just going to be kicking him in the nads over and over again, and there's nothing that SjoW can really do about it. One Marauder managing to get out, but that's going to go down. And yeah, there we go. There is the GG from SjoW, and StarDust showing some very, very good use of early pressure. And I mean, it's half SjoW's fault as well, because I mean, who builds a command center before a barracks, really? It's a crazy, risky build, and if you're lucky, your opponent will not scout it out and not send something out to actually do some early harass. But yeah, even though StarDust had the late scout on this base, he sent his worker out to this side and only managed to see this the very last second. He's still got some nice early pressure, man. The Oracle didn't do too much, but between the Oracle on one side and the Mothership Core on the other side, he did manage to keep the Terran running around all over the place. And yeah, the 3-gate, man. It was actually it was a 4-gate. I think he got a 4th gateway at some point, but yeah, the 4-gate pressure, man. 4-gate with a Stargate and a Mothership Core, Oracle and a Mothership Core doing the harass. Really great little strategy. 4-gate, of course, is a honoured tradition between Protoss players who really don't know any other strategies. They're just like, well, I can win every single ladder game with a 4-gate, so why not keep doing it? I use 4-gate quite a lot when I get sick of losing in ladder. It makes me feel better when I win a game, and 4-gate is the best way to win, so I use 4-gate quite a lot, actually. But yeah, mixing in the Oracle and the Mothership Core, and they it's not just you go and take a few workers and you get taken out, man. Those guys just keep coming back in and coming back in and coming back in and keep annoying all over the place. You don't not only have to worry about the Stalkers, you have to worry about the Oracle and the Mothership Core. Eventually I think they both got taken down, but by then the Terran, man, all his hair was just completely falling out. All of the people in the stadium were like crying their eyes out. They're like, no, SjoW, you can do it. StarDust, man, he probably had his personal guard surrounding him by that stage, just keep off the horde of angry Swedes who were going to tear him limb from limb. And yeah, just absolutely awesome play. And I gotta say, congratulations to StarDust, man. He scouted out the early command center, the stupidly early command center, I'm gonna say, because yeah, it's just such a risk to get it so early before the barracks. He scouted it out, and he went for a 4-gate plus Oracle and Mothership Core Harass, and it worked really well. I mean, props to SjoW for holding off as long as he could. He did all the right things. You got a missile turret up here, a missile turret up there. You got a bunker up here. He evacuated the expansion, moved back up here. He did all the right things, but in the end, man, when you go for that earlier command center, you are just setting yourself up to be at a disadvantage versus early pressure from the Protoss player. And what can I say there? I mean, the Protoss actually, he didn't actually build. He should have. If he was going to forge fast expand like he normally does, he should have built buildings up there before his probe actually got around to scouting this out. But he built stuff back here, so he may have been intending to go for early pressure all along off one base. And if that's the case, man, then when he saw that early command center down there already built at the 4-minute mark, he was probably just like, "Thank you, Lord Jeebus. You know, you have given me this game on a silver platter." And yeah, there he goes on to the grand final. He is going to be facing off against Jaedong. Jaedong, a completely awesome player. My chair is squeaking again. A completely awesome player. He's done all sorts of damage, man. He beat Lucifron, and then he went on to beat Tasia. So he has been all sorts of damaging Terran players left, right, and center. But now he is going to be going off against a Protoss player. And StarDust, man. Here's StarDust. What has he been doing? He's taken on a Zerg, and now he has taken on a Terran player. So he knows what it's like to defeat the very best of the Zerg players, taking on Hyun. And Hyun, man, Hyun was a completely different playstyle to Jaedong, though. Hyun was very much the ground army. He had Lings, Hydras, and Roaches, man. He loves his Roaches, man. The game where he actually beat StarDust, he was going mass Roach all over the place. And Jaedong is very much a Mutaling player, so we're going to see if StarDust knows how to counter Mutaling. We know he knows how to counter Roaches and Hydras, but does he know how to counter Mutaling? And we are going to find out as soon as we get into the grand final series of games. Thank you very much for watching these awesome games. And yeah, I am so looking forward to the grand final. I can't wait to see it, and I know you guys can't wait to see it too. And if you want to know when it's about to pop up, please subscribe, and it will automatically go in your feed. I've also got a Twitter and a Facebook account, which are linked on my channel, so feel free to join those as well if you prefer Twitter over YouTube or Facebook over YouTube or something like that. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Hairy Muppet, and yeah, I enjoyed this game, so I know you guys did too, and I'll catch you guys in the grand finals. There we go. See you guys later.